And we are back with episode 52 of F1 Manager 22. Welcome back to the channel, and welcome to, well, a quick turnaround before we head to Monaco. No new parts going on the car, but really made it work with George at the Spanish Grand Prix. Gonna aim for hopefully more of the same here. Moved up to second in the constructor standings off the heels of George's second victory of the year in Spain. Problem is, we got a lot of points to make up on Red Bull, as Verstappen's just on another planet. Perez definitely beatable. Yeah, Nick, again, I mentioned in the comments, I try to play as much as I can to what you guys write into the channel on the various videos and everything. Nick's kind of really hit and miss. He's either has a really solid result, gets some decent points for us, and then the next race he just totally smacks the wall or totally destroys a race car. So it's kind of a real yin and yang thing going on. I'm hoping this upcoming race, now they had a decent result in Catalunya, he doesn't totally bin it. But, you never really know here. No new points to go towards the staff at all, or the drivers for that matter. Performance targets. They want both drivers to get P4. Yeah, chance of that happening. Aim for P5 at the least, though I do think we could do better than that. Let's do a quick run up to the race weekend here. Let's take a quick look at the forecast. Gonna be some rain on Saturday. Could make for an interesting qualifying, or it could just be during practice 3. Safety car chance. Let's see, in the past, no safety cars, no virtual safety cars, so expected strategies, definitely going to be one stopper. Probably going to start on the softs, go to the hards, but who knows? We'll just have to see how everything kind of plays out here. Anyways, last time out, Carlos Sainz has been the absolute master of Monaco. He's actually won the last 2 races there. Lewis finished P2, George finished P4, but they still got crushed by Carlos, so see how we get on this time. And we've got Q1 in the books, and look who is leading the way. It's basically the king of Monaco. Carlos Sainz, fastest in Q1. Charles Leclerc picked it up as the Monegasque driver in P2 in Q1. Can he finally get his maiden Monaco victory? We'll just have to see. Would actually be Ferrari's first victory of the season at that. George P4, fastest in 2 of the 3 practice sessions, so I think as long as we get a good qualifying session in, should be okay. Next down in P10, eliminated there Albon, Tsunoda, Schumacher, Latifi, and Magnussen. Bit of interesting Q2, only sent the drivers out for 1 lap because it actually started raining just after they finished their dry flyers. So Sainz was actually first out on track. He is fast Q2, George P2 over Leclerc. Nick up in P5, so he's going to make it on through to Q3, no problem. Sergio Perez, well, not really nearly eliminated. He's still 7/10 to the good. Eliminated there. Got the AlphaTauri of Lance Stroll, both Alpines, the McLaren of Bottas, and the Aston Martin of Zhou Guanyu. Well, it could threaten the rain. Gonna wait a little bit here. I think we'll send him out early, just in case. Because I think there's a chance it could just start raining at any given point, really. Clear fast over George there. Looks like it's staying dry at the moment. Get ready to go. Slap a new set of softs on George's car. Nick? Well, there's a possibility we could go with the soft to hard strategy here. So you know what? We're actually going to stay on the same soft tires. Although we'll send George out first. So again, my theory is if we just get a good qualifying, if we get started in the front row, we should be okay. Because we actually probably try to push it from the get-go. We're going to go soft to hard for George most likely as well. Keep the same strategy for both drivers. There's always traffic concerns here at Monaco. As you can see, Vettel, Alonso, and Norris pretty far down the order. Actually surprised Leclerc has the pace he's had all weekend because he actually had a pretty significant crash in the first practice. Everybody gonna be on a fresh set just about except Nick. That's okay. Gonna I'm trying to just save a set for the race. George so far not improving. Gasly is improving though. It's a bit concerning. He's a 10th and a half behind us though. Final set of corners because the clear is going even faster in sector 1. Verstappen's going to be done. See if we can improve a little bit. Well, he improves. He's going to stay P4. Don't think Nick's going to improve at all. Doesn't appear to be the case. Just have to see where everything lies. Well, Leclerc just might do it. He's on pole by 0.3 of a second. Fastest lap the entire day as Sainz takes P2. It's a Ferrari lockout of the front row. Verstappen going to be P3, George P4. Alfa Romeo's of Alonso and Gasly 5 and 6. Sergio Perez P7. Nick De Vries P8. Lando Norris P9. And Vettel in P10. Strategy time. Again, we're going to go soft to hard. That might be a little tough, actually. Though George is pretty good at saving his tires. So maybe we'll pull that back a smidge, I guess. Just trying to get forward as quickly as we can. Nick, meanwhile, is not as good at saving the tires. I think we're just going to go with your really basic medium to hard here. Let's just go with that. But here we go for the Monaco Grand Prix. Well, forecast said it was dry, so I'm hoping it stays that way.
This is the Monaco Grand Prix. It's lights out.
And crank up with George from the get-go. See if we get around Verstappen.
Pick up the pace. Copy.
He's got Nick, meanwhile, trying to hang on P9. Quick look at the strategies for everyone.
Just do what you can.
A couple people on the softs. You got Leclerc. Well, Leclerc is the first one on the softs, and he's just jetting away at the moment. Nick's back up to P8. George on the softs, trying to get around Verstappen and Sainz, who are both on the mediums. Nick and Lando are both on the mediums. A bunch of people on the softs behind George here as it's just a parade downhill. Actually, everyone's kind of on scuffs here, so that's rather interesting. See if we go for a nice and early overtake on Verstappen.
As well.
Yeah, Verstappen's going to be our main title rival, so as long as we get best 10, we should be okay. Ferraris just have usually had it here at Monaco, so... So, let's see, taking a look now, bit of a gap. De Vries to Perez, so you know what, we're going to deploy here, see if we catch up a little bit. Yes, George up to P3.
This is good stuff.
See if we hang with the Ferraris. Nick's trying to close the gap to Sergio. I think he's just about there. Get some separation between him and Lando. That should work out for us. Go back to standard. See if we get one more quick overtake on the Ferrari that's on the mediums. Again, the goal is really to beat Carlos, because again, he's been the king of Monaco the last 2 races. Here, at least. All right, Nick's nice and caught up. There we go. Let's get some separation to Lando.
DRS has
pushing the
been
fuel a little bit. So there goes George. So look to the inside.
And think about left lifting coast.
Press the ERS.
A very good job.
Doesn't have it yet.
Mercedes moved up a place.
Okay, now he has it. So actually there's a bit of separation between Sainz and Verstappen now, so very good. See, deploy a little bit more.
The hot and temps just going to
That
use
should
the
help.
coast. More lift and coast.
Okay. Let's start saving these tires a little bit. Hopefully not to the point where we're out of DRS range, but at least clear from Sainz. Jumping ahead to start lap 15, just about. Leclerc is still up to a 2.5-second lead. Nice little breakaway with George and Carlos here, as Carlos just nipping away at the back of the car. Able to hold P2 for now, but again, Carlos currently on the medium tire, he's hanging on with us. Again, I've stated before just how powerful Ferrari's been here at Monaco. But for us to be at least beating one Ferrari right now is pretty good. Got Verstappen meanwhile in P5, stuck behind Fernando Alonso. Verstappen on the medium, Alonso on the soft. He's 8 seconds back from Max from George right now. Nick, meanwhile, just over 2 seconds off of Perez. On the medium tire, just kind of just running at her pace right now. Everybody on the softs are absolutely churning through it. Again, George on a sticker set of softs to start the race. So his tires will fall off a little bit later than Charles's. Should hopefully allow him to take some time back.
Let's have another
Well,
look.
soft tires starting to
Sainz is the
finally
focus
fall
here.
away as got Carlos finally powering past George towards the top of Monaco. Finally able to make that
Gaining a
pass.
position
See if we can at
there.
least hang with him.
Well played.
Meanwhile, got Nick catching up to the back of this little train. As I definitely think his soft tire is starting to fall off now. But pit window's going to open for George in 4 laps. It's going to open at 8 for Nick. Hope you don't want to pit way too early in the soft tire to shortchange yourself in the hard tire at the end of the race. Could take it easy on the hard tire, but imagine Leclerc and everybody who started on scuffs is going to have to come in a lot earlier. Oh well, see if we can handle the DRS for now. See if DRS can do any wonders for Nick here. Do you think once we get the brake cooling issues fixed, most of our resource points are going to go into pretty much overtaking and defending with Nick, because really that's what he needs help with most. Again, we're just kind of sitting tight playing the strategy game for right now. Pit window is going to open at the line for George here. Now, how I'm thinking of playing this is, well, obviously Carlos is going to have to pit a little bit later with his medium tire. But Charles probably going to have to pit rather early, considering his tires are in worse condition than ours. Alonso are actually worse than everybody's. And it gets worse with Perez and Gasly. But, yeah, I think we'll just kind of wait for Charles to pit early, and unless he comes on the optimal lap. But, you know, the more tread we can have in the hard tire at the very end, the better we're going to be. I don't mind staying in the toe of Carlos's car for right now. We're going to get an undercut on him anyway, because he's going to stay out for longer. At least we should get an undercut. Nick, meanwhile, still sitting on the back of the train. See if we make a quick move here.
Press, overtake.
Get anything, really. We might be saving up for a pass with DRS down the front, maybe. Let's see, come on. Zip down the inside, maybe? Yeah, let's take a look. Need a little bit more.
Such an awesome job, mate.
It's not done yet. Come on, Bono. There we go, P7. That's best case scenario, getting ahead of the other
It's a
Red Bull.
race position gained for Mercedes.
Carlos is towing us towards the front even more. Meanwhile, let's see if we get another move with Nick here. Take a look to the inside of Gasly going into the corner. Keep pressing that button. There's another one. P6 now.
Currently P6.
And look who's just ahead of Nick. It's Verstappen.
So, box,
George,
box.
we may have just got in time as Leclerc is coming in as well.
Yes, box.
Whew, just got there in time. And here we go. Hard tire going on. Leclerc also down away 2.7. Not that fast.
Leclerc in the pit lane now.
Other people started to come in for the pits as well. Here comes Alonso. Perez coming in. So should get the undercut on Carlos at least.
Perez in the pit lane.
So we push with George, get ahead with the fresh hard tires. Just gonna keep carrying on with Nick for now.
Reduce, lift and coast. Coming.
As clear out of the pits, 3 seconds ahead of George looks like.
Lift and coast for fuel. Coming. So stop and charge. Okay.
So we're getting a sort of move with George here.
Overtake will be available. Yeah, copy.
They press the button down up here. Goes pulling out for a pass. There you go, that's P3.
Well done.
It's a race position gained for Mercedes.
We got Carlos Sainz down the pits. Going to get Nick ready to come in now as well. This is the optimal lap. I imagine Verstappen's coming in too.
Box, box.
So let's see. Yep, Verstappen also coming in. Imagine a bunch of cars on medium tires coming in now. .5 real quick there.
Verstappen is boxing.
Right, so
use those
got
tires.
Carlos 2.5 seconds clear,
Yep,
or 2.5 seconds behind George. George, meanwhile, 5 seconds behind Leclerc. Could do it. Could finally get his first victory in Monaco here in 2024. Meanwhile, out in P8, lost some time. So optimal strategy there was probably softs to hards, but oh well. Just past the halfway point, Leclerc now up to a commanding 7-second lead as Carlos Sainz actually takes fastest lap. So he had DRS down the front. Is going to catch George here. Okay, said it once this episode. I'm going to say it a lot more. Ferrari's just on another planet at this course. So if we get got here, that's okay. It's another 20 seconds back to Alonso anyway. Guaranteed podium. Perez actually passing for Verstappen right now. Nick, meanwhile, 5 seconds back. Again, I do think we weren't on the better strategy there. Mediums to hards. Could come to us to the very end of the race. Right now, tire tread looking fine. It'll be better than the cars who put on the softs at the very end, so still plenty of race to go. Nick, like George, also clear by 20 seconds. Think if the opportunity presents itself, we could maybe pit at the very end, try to get fastest lap. So there's that possibility. 20 to go, and George still fending off Carlos as now Leclerc's off to a 15-second lead. Making it work somehow, George is. Then again, it is really hard to pass here at Monaco, so using that to our advantage. Nick is the last car in the lead lap and is slowly catching on the pack in front. Virtue of lap traffic definitely helped with that earlier, but slow pack in front is clean track ahead now. At 1.8 up to Gasly. Tires are a bit more fresh, so we can push a little bit, just to get a little bit closer. Just kind of hope the natural pace of things will carry us up there, though. Good news. Nick's now in DRS range of Pierre. The problem is, the Red Bulls are 3 seconds up the road, so we can at least get Pierre here. We're positive on fuel for both cars, especially so for George. Keep using that to our advantage.
Overtake is available.
Oh, okay.
Keep watching Nick here as we got the lapped car. I think that's Stroll right behind. Yeah. Just hope we don't get clobbered in the back by Stroll. On the front stretch, it's going to be a turn 1 most likely, but here it comes. DRS open. Might be a sit duck here. Pull out, make that move. Come on. Close, but not yet. Able to do it earlier. No reason he shouldn't be able to do it now. Battery now, so see what we can get. Yep,
So we're
ran
low
it out.
battery at the moment.
Copy.
And just charge the pack.
Copy.
Just get some more battery back in the car and we'll make another go. Alright, gonna see if we can size up here for one more pass. There we go, closing up with the DRS. Got enough for one big move up the hill. Taking a look, maybe. I gotta keep charging it. Not there yet. Oh, George still fending off Carlos. Got some more lap traffic coming up. Might be able to push on the fuel just a smidge. His tires are actually looking pretty good right now.
Reduce, lift and close. Copy. 5 laps remaining.
Can't charge too much or else we're going to lose all the battery. Or lose the DRS range.
So stop and charge.
Copy.
Oh, this is kind of tricky to manage. 2 to go for Leclerc. For not only his first victory of the season, and Ferrari's first season, but his first ever victory at his home Grand Prix. George, meanwhile, lap traffic's been very favorable to him, so... Well, Carlos' DRS there, but... Got a nice little gap going with 2 to go. Nick, meanwhile, it's close. Might not be close enough for a pass, but we'll see. Maybe we'll just kind of throw everything at the wall here.
And we'll push.
Okay.
Try and get this as quick as
think
we
about
can.
this
Come on.
lifting coast.
Copy.
Just kind of pulling out for a pass, maybe. Got a lot of charge here. Let's go for one. Guess he's just defending really, really well here. 1 to go for Leclerc.
Let's lift and coast.
Copy.
Yeah, copy. Temps are climbing. Temps are now climbing.
Oh, we gotta go back conservative a little bit.
Increase in lift and coast just a little.
Meanwhile, George got a nice little lead here. We'll back those tires off.
All that. Save fuel.
Copy.
Oh, we got no battery.
So watch out for ERS.
George's ERS now
Copy.
completely out, but it looks like a pretty healthy gap right there. Charles Leclerc, your winner in Monaco, finally gets that first victory here.
That's Leclerc. Charles Leclerc is today's winner.
As George going to be coming across the line. P2, that's exactly where we're looking for. Verstappen's going to get P5, it looks like. Let's see if we get attack. I don't know if it's going to do anything, but might be too little too late at this point.
Let's keep pressure on. You can do this. Increase in lift and coast.
Copy.
I don't think he's going to get there in time. I think we just got the strategy wrong there, but P8 for Nick.
We have a checkered flag now.
Oh, hey, I can't really complain about podium. Plus, getting up to the top 2 after our start from P4. So your podium here in Monaco: Leclerc, Russell, Sainz. Rest of the top 10: Alonso, Verstappen, Perez, Gasly, De Vries, Vettel, and Norris. Rest of the field: Bottas, Ricciardo, Ocon, Magnussen, Zhou Guanyu, Stroll, Albon, Tsunoda, who had the fastest lap, Schumacher, and Latifi. Driver staying still, Verstappen up top. With his victory, Leclerc vaults up to P2, just 1 point ahead of George. Gap from George to Verstappen down to 38. Yes, we took 8 points out of that lead. And we got upgrades coming out of the cars, so that should definitely help us out ahead of Azerbaijan. Gained 4 more points than Red Bull, so it's only a 61-point lead. Still a lot of work to do, but a very good weekend out of Ferrari. They're up to P2 in the constructors. Hey, we got a new front wing complete. That's neat. So we're actually going to immediately work on getting those manufactured. Azerbaijan's in 4 days. Just normal, do a normal approach. We'll throw it on at the very end. Okay, and then we'll have the rear wing on in the next episode there. Well, yeah, so Azerbaijan's up next. I do have some development points to use on Nick. Again, I said I was going to use that in overtaking. Defending has also got to use some work as well. But staff, let's see, Mosconi's got something. Do need to work on our feedback on the car. Actually, no. Well, that was probably more pit crew management, so oops. I screwed that up. I got confused on who was with who. Jared Murphy also has some points we need to invest. Gonna put this into cooling, because our cooling always stinks for whatever reason. But that's going to do it for us here. Again, Azerbaijan up next episode. If you're new to the channel, be sure to subscribe, hit that notification bell so you'll be notified when future episodes come out. And everybody, thanks for watching.